Malachi, welcome to the cave.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on. Exciting times. I just mentioned before we went on the air, I watched your latest film, Shark Bait, which is now available in theaters and VOD and digital. How do you feel about all this so far?
It's kind of surreal. It's kind of surreal. I think the younger me, the 10-year-old me would be very proud of myself right now. If honestly speaking, when I got it, I didn't believe it. Like everyone in my area, when I was speaking to my friends about it, I was literally straight faced the whole time until I touch landed and I started filming. That's when I was like, wow, I'm actually filming this right now. I'm actually filming Shark Bait. Like this is crazy. So yeah, I'm actually super proud. I'm super proud of the team, the cast, and the crew as well. So yeah, it's crazy.
Before we dive more into it, I gotta know, because I was trying to do some research on you. There isn't that much info out there about you. How did you decide to get into the entertainment industry? What pushed you into this?
So I've been training from like 8 years old, isn't it? Like I'm not new to this game. But yeah, I was training at a place called Raw. My mum was like, yeah, extracurricular activity. We need to channel that energy. Something. And that something was acting. And since then, since like 8 years old, I've just been in love with it. I feel like it was something that's like me. I feel like everyone, obviously I've got a London accent, growing up in London, every boy ever wants to be either two things, a footballer or a rapper. Literally, that's what everyone wants to be. So I felt like I really found myself within acting. And yeah, I just learned a lot. Like you never stop learning when it comes to acting. So yeah, I've been in love with it ever since
That's
8 years
awesome.
old.
What was your
Yeah.
goal at first? Theater, TV, films, or a little bit of everything?
Hollywood. It
Hollywood.
was straight to Hollywood. Like the moment I was like, this is what this is what I love to do and whatnot. I said, yeah, I'm not going to limit myself to just staying like within the UK and just in theatre. Like I 100% want to go back to theatre, and that's my roots. That's where I started doing theatre. And theatre is a really good way to exercise like your acting muscle. But at the same time, film is just massive, and film you can get like, it's a wider. You can get exposed. Your exposure is wider. Yeah. That's the word I'm looking for. Your exposure is wider. So I was like, I don't want to just limit myself. So it was always Hollywood from the get-go.
That's awesome. Would you ever consider moving to the States?
100%. 100%. Just give me the call. I'm there. I've been saying this, like I've already got like my situation sorted out so that I can move to Canada even. So obviously it's right next to each other. Yes. So
well, Canada's turning into a whole nother Hollywood itself.
Yeah, I know. I've got some family out in Vancouver, and they was literally telling me how many stuff is getting filmed over there. I was like, if COVID hadn't have done what COVID did, I'd be over there right now. I want to be in London. So yeah, I'm just waiting for everything to just settle down, and I'll make that transition, and then that transition to all in due time.
So Shark Bait, how were you approached for this project?
Oh man, just normal audition. Obviously, my agent got me the audition and whatnot. And what's funny about it is I remember doing the audition and not hearing back for time. I didn't hear back for ages. And I was like to my friends were just talking to like me and my friends, we normally catch up about like what's going on with the acting world. I was like, yeah, I've been auditioning for didn't hear back from none of it. I probably didn't get it. So on to the next, I guess. And then literally like 2 weeks later, my agent called. This is after, so I auditioned before COVID. And then I didn't hear back. And then I was like, oh yeah, obviously COVID's got into the way. I didn't think anything was gonna come out of it. And then I heard back from them and I was like, yeah, they loved you. Recall, got the recall. And my director was like, I was doing amazing swimming, mimicking swimming in my audition. And I was like, that is very peculiar to hear, which was hilarious. And then, yeah, after that, I booked it. And then maybe 2 weeks after my recall, it might have been like a week after my recall, I heard that I got it. And then 2 weeks after that, I flew out to Malta to film. So
Wow.
mm,
Now,
yeah,
did you go in for Tyler, or was it anybody else at first?
no, I went up for Tyler. I went up for Tyler from the get go. Yeah, I went up for Tyler from the get go, and then yeah, that's how I heard
What's
about it.
so like shark movies? They're popular. Everybody's into it. What do you think is the big fascination about these type of movies?
Do you know what it is? Yeah, I feel as if after Jaws did what Jaws did, everyone's been like shivering in their boots to go into the water because of sharks. But like sharks are really friendly. When you actually do the research on it, sharks are super friendly. So, but I feel like the fascination comes in the idea of what's it called? One is literally in the middle of the ocean, and we haven't even explored. We've explored more of space than we have of our own ocean. Right. So it's the fear of the unknown that everyone was like, oh no, not being able to see what's at the bottom where your feet are and floating, so you don't know what's underneath you. Every current feels like everyone can relate to being underwater and their feet not touching the ground. So I think it's not sharks that they're worried about. I just think it's the water. The idea of like being in that body of water and there is nothing you can do about it, because if the sea wants to take you, the sea's going to take you.
Oh yeah. What was your reaction when you read the script, when you first got your hands on it?
When I first read the script, the first thing is obviously I knew that I was going to be Tyler. So I read the script and I was like, please, please, please. Spoilers alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. I was like, please, please, please do not let me die first. That's it. That was the first thing. I was like, oh, please don't let me die first, because I can't go. I don't want to go back to my friends and say that I'm the first person to die. So I was reading the script. I was like, ooh. And I was waiting, and I read a certain bit, and I was like, oh, you idiot. You asked why you're an idiot. You are not in any, like, you do not have the capabilities of doing this swim. You have a literal head injury. You're delirious right now. You're done. You're finished. Just stay by the jet ski. Malachi would have stayed by that jet ski. So,
I think most of us would have stayed on the jet ski.
100%. What do I look like swimming in the middle of the ocean to where? Away from my friends. No, I was like, yeah, you're an idiot. Well, Tyler's an idiot. But yeah, as I read on, I was getting more and more excited. Obviously, there's a bit of drama that goes on between Nat, Millie. So it was like, oh, okay. I wanted to see who he was gonna side with. I was like, it's a predicament I've seen in real life as well. So I was like, ooh, who's he gonna side with? But yeah, I was really excited about it. I actually found it hilarious. I actually found it very hilarious. But then when I watched everything back, obviously when we put everything together, I was like, wait, this is not how I pictured it being.
That scene that you have where you do get injured, now, is that you with everybody else, or is there like a stunt doubles that are involved with those scenes? Do you remember?
So there's stunt doubles involved in it, but there's stunt doubles for like certain bits. So there'll be like swimming, which is actually me, and then there'll be some swimming which is them, which is the stunt double, and they did a fantastic job, even just keeping us like safe and reassuring us that we're going to be okay. So yeah, they did amazing. But yeah, you're going to see that it's very difficult to, how do I explain okay, yeah, the actual crash bit,
yeah,
that ain't me. I ain't gonna lie, that ain't me. There was no way I was gonna be able to do that and pull it off that good. I was already a hazard on the jet ski as it was. I'm not even gonna lie. Like that was looking like a real possibility of us actually being shark bait when we was filming that. But yeah, definitely the swimming bit is cut between the two stunt doubles and us, and then the actual crash bit would be them.
Did you get a chance to watch the finished product after it was all done?
No, not yet.
No?
I'm waiting for it to come out in the UK. That's what I'm waiting for it to do. I'm waiting. I just want to have when it comes out in the UK, that's when I'll I'm gonna bask in it. I'm really gonna be. That's what I'm really excited for. That moment as well.
So one little spoiler, so for the viewers and the listeners, you mentioned how you didn't want to like be one of the first ones that died. I was actually surprised there was only one survivor left. You never see movies like that with only one person. Usually there'd be like two or three that survive near the end.
Honestly, I thought Nat was gonna go. Even reading the script, I was like, oh, she has to go. At this point, she has to go. Every time I was reading the script, I was like, there is no way she's surviving this. But even the way how Holly was playing it, I was so intrigued. I was like, whoa, like I could understand why Holly's a trooper as well. Like the amount of work that she had to do, Holly plays Nat, that she had to do to even be Nat. I was like, wow, yeah, she's really fierce in this movie. She's really fierce. So I was surprised, but it was kind of cool.
How was it filming those scenes where you guys are pretty much close to each other for, your character, at least for 40-45 minutes into the movie and then the rest?
What do you mean?
Like you guys are all pretty much on the jet ski all around, swimming, floating, trying to figure out what are you going to do next?
Oh, that was a mission. That was a mission, to be fair. If there's a certain section of it, where me and Tyler and Millie, they slightly steer away from the jet ski. It's just us two, we're just floating. And that bit was for me so hard because the current is taking me. The current is taking me further and further away from the jet ski. So I'm like, I'm trying to catch my breath, like deliver the lines. I'm just hearing. I'm just waiting to hear when my line's coming so that I can deliver it and just get straight back to the jet ski. But that bit was difficult. But other than that, I feel as if all of us being there together in the ocean as well. Obviously, they did the best that they could to tie everything down and to keep everyone close. But still, being in that water where you can't see your feet, don't know what's underneath you, and we're all there as it is. I naturally just went into Tyler and further into the idea that I'm actually trapped out in the sea, in the sea. So I think it was weirdly comforting, but yeah.
Well, how long were you on set for, and where was this filmed exactly?
So we filmed this in Malta over a 2-month period.
Okay, wow.
Over a 2-month period. So yeah. Oh, that Malta was beautiful as well. Such a beautiful country.
So Shark Bait's available theaters, VOD, digital. Now, what's next for you, Malachi? Any other projects that you're allowed to tell us about?
Yeah, I think I can say. If I'm not allowed, I apologize already. But yeah, I've got other projects coming out. I have done The Musketeers, which should be coming out, I don't know when. And I have done another one called Hounded, which also, I don't know when that's coming out. But those are two things that I'd say definitely keep an eye. Very different movies. And I'll definitely say to keep an eye out on those.
That's awesome. And now how can the viewers and listeners now find you on social media to keep up with you?
Yes. On Instagram, you can find me at officially Malachi. On Twitter, you can find me at officially Mali. That's Mally. And oh yeah, Malachi is Malachi. Officially Malachi, officially Mali. Soon come, I'll be on TikTok with and all of that stuff with the same names as well. So you can find me. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for giving me a few minutes today. This was fun, and good luck with everything.
Nah, thank you. Thank you for having me.